Hey everybody, Gunny J here with a December 4th cancer update, for lack of a better word. Sometimes I don't see leftover stuff on here until I put my riding glasses on. They have a special tint. So anyway, no, it's not a motorcycle video, but I did get the CT scan on Friday, and I compared it to August CT scan, and no, I'm not a qualified doctor, but I think I can give you a report on what the doctor tomorrow is going to say. I do feel qualified to do that.
Hey everybody, Tom here with a December 5th cancer update. I was going to do this yesterday after I returned from Erickson's, where I had to deliver, I didn't have to, but I delivered a missing piece to a ammo reloading kit that I sold to Mark. And because I figured I had the images now, they gave them to me, well, I asked for them, but they gave me images from a lot of the scans going back to January, not every single one of them, and CT scans and stuff like that. And so I thought I'd peruse through those and kind of make a self-diagnosis of how my cancer was doing, or not doing, or whatever. Anyway, I got back home yesterday and I started looking at all the images. And of course you got to use your mouse pad and you scroll up and down and you can see the little slices of the pictures going both sideways through the body and also going from here down through the body. And so it's pretty interesting. I think what made me feel really qualified to determine what the situation was is because I can identify all of the organs and all of the stuff that's going on in there, including the little images that show poop and poop in the making. But anyway, that's beside the point. It turns out, doing the math with centimeters and stuff like that, and Chris, she went to the appointment with me today, and it turns out that it's that one area is about 2 times larger than what it was back in September or August when I got the last CT scan. What that means to me is that it is small cell cancer. It's fast growing, and so when something grows almost 2 times the size that it was in just 3.5, 4 months, then that's a cause for concern for the doctor. And so we have another CT scan scheduled for 3 months from now. Well, something else that's kind of interesting, which I'm glad I'm doing these video updates now. I mean, I hadn't done one in a few months. I did one in November 10th or 9th, but I didn't publish it because I thought it was a little too negative. Believe me, there's a lot of stuff that I can bitch and moan about and cry about. Oh, woe is me. But I've been trying my best to stay away from doing stuff like that. Optimism, even if it's got to be fake. That's why. Oh, so anyway, went back to Erickson's. This happened a couple months ago, and I saw the president of the company, who's I mean, he's a great guy. You say president of the company is like he's unapproachable. It's not like that at all. And his name's Robert, and it turned out it seemed like he was giving me funny looks, and what it was he didn't recognize me right away. So I walked up, put out my hand and said, "Hey boss, how you doing?" And he's like, "Who the hell are you?" You know, he didn't say that. He played it off, and he played it off successfully. But he later admitted to his wife and others, I guess, that he didn't even recognize me. interestingly enough, it's not that big of a deal because it turns out my mom hadn't seen me since Easter, when we had a big get-together here with the grandkids and all that. So she hadn't seen me since Easter, and she came by for Thanksgiving, along with about 2,000 other people. In any event, she didn't recognize me until she told me that, until I spoke. And it caused her to cry and all that other crazy stuff, man. I didn't like that. So Mom's not going to learn that something has doubled in size in just 4 months. There's no need to put her through that. And but other than that, I'm doing okay. I had a real good day yesterday. I felt pretty damn almost normal, and had a nice little motorcycle ride. But it got kind of breezy in the afternoon, and so I decided to come on back home. With that said, that's the update. You know what the deal is. You know what I know for the most part. I'm not going to worry about it. It is what it is, and I'm accepting of whatever comes of it all, including death. Totally, I'm not cool with it, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not devastated here, and I hope that nobody else is either. All right, that's all I got for you. Before I go though, got to put my hat on. This is a hat that I wear whenever I go out in public, because it's still thin on top, and then it just don't look right to me, you know. Well, not to mention it's a different color. It's almost like, okay, so that's it. I got my hat, I got my emoji sunglasses on, and if you don't hear from me until then, Merry Christmas, and have a great one. Make the best out of every day. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Gunny J, out. This is from my motorcycle ride on December 4th, 2017. You may consider it your moment of Zen.